Hi guys, welcome back to the news. The Benue State Governorship Election Petition Tribunal, sitting in Maiduguri, has dismissed the petitions of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) and its candidate in the March 18th governorship election, Titus Oba. Subsequently, the court ruled that Governor alia of the All Progressive Congress, Hyacinth Alia of the All Progressive Congress, remained the authentic election winner. The court dismissed Mba and the PDP's petition over its lack of jurisdiction to entertain the matter. Justice Ibrahim Karai led three-person panel of justice maintained that the court did not have the jurisdiction to hear the issue raised by the petitioners before the tribunal, adding that they were pre-election matters spelled out in the Section 285 of the Electoral Act. According to the court, the PDP and Mba should have pursued their case beyond the Federal High Court that dismissed the suit they filed to the Court of Appeal rather than bringing it before the tribunal. Before the Federal High Court, the PDP and Mba had argued that Alia was not qualified to be nominated by the APC and alleged that Alia's deputy, Sam Odi, had a forged certificate and had presented false information to the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC). Alia, who is a Catholic priest, gained 473,933 votes to defeat Mba of the PDP 223,913 and was subsequently declared the winner of the March 18th governorship election in the state. And yes, my country people, the tribunal have upheld the Benue governorship election and Alia's election. Sitting in Maiduguri on Saturday, they've upheld the election of Governor Hyacinth Alia of the ruling All Progressive Congress. The tribunal have dismissed the petition of the PDP and its candidate, Titus Oba, challenging the election held on the March 18th for the lack of jurisdiction to entertain the matter. And before now, Governor Alia Hyacinth had, pledged that he would create more enabling environment for development in the state. We know that Governor Alia succeeded Governor Samuel Ortom of the People's Democratic Party, who is also a member of the G5 governors, and recently he swore in 17 commissioners and 23 advisors, and even threatened to fire non-performing appointees. Yes, so like Nyesom Wike, he threatened to sack anyone that fails to perform to the expectations of the government and the people of the state. He made this known that those that are not ready to discharge their duties, well, they are free to leave. He has urged the appointees not to fail the people. He urged the appointees not to fail the people. He stated that, they've been entrusted with great responsibility, and it is their duty to reassure that the people of Benue and their faith is not misplaced. And yes, we know that this governor is also a reverend father. Yes, my country people, a reverend father as the governor of Benue State, who succeeded the ex-governor Samuel Ortom. Now, in an unanimous decision read out by the chairman of the three-man panel, Justice Ibrahim Karai, held that the petition, was a pre-election matter, and then the justice dismissed the petition on the grounds that the tribunal lacked the jurisdiction to entertain the suit. And the Benue State Governorship Election Petition Tribunal has upheld the election of Governor Hyacinth Alia of Benue State. So, my country people, what are your thoughts on this issue? Ever since the 2023 general elections, all aggrieved parties headed to the court, to the Election Petition Tribunal, to seek redress over allegations of corruption and also over voting, whereby some have alleged that most candidates presented forged certificates and all of that. There were a lot of allegations flying around. But you see that recently the Election Petition Tribunal has been discharging, judgment, and most of them, were actually kicked out for lack of merit. This one is saying that the tribunal kicked the petition of the APC for lack of jurisdiction to entertain the matter. So guys, Benue State now has its authentic governor that has been confirmed even by the court, that's the Election Petition Tribunal. Yes, we have Governor Hyacinth Alia of Benue State as the authentic governor of the state. So my country people, what are your thoughts on this issue? You see, more judgments are to follow suit, but I'm definitely sure that the People's Democratic Party candidates would want to appeal, to the judgment of this Election Petition Tribunal. They would want to appeal to this judgment. But you see, the Benue State governorship elections have already declared that this is the authentic winner of the election. However, we have the governor of the state, the Benue governor. He has gone ahead to appreciate the residents of the state for believing in him, for supporting him, and he has appreciated the people of Benue State for voting for him. And he has promised not to let them down. Yes, Governor Alia rededicates himself to the service of the people and the strengthening of democratic values across the state. He appreciates and recognizes the fact that, yes, his victory is that of the people to whom sovereignty and power belongs. He has enjoyed all and sundry, including members of the opposition, to put their hands so that they can all work together. So he has called on them that all hands must be on deck to ensure that the state is moving forward, so that they could move the state to more greater heights, away from the current mess of misery and maladministration, the governor said, according to his spokesperson. So guys, I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comment section.